Hello, this is Lisa Russett
And Misty Lore.
with the podcast We Are All Psychic. And hey, Misty, do you still think we're all psychic?
A little birdie told me that we still are. So I'm going to have to go yes.
I believe little birdies and big birdies. I swear I heard an angel whisper in my ear.
An angel?
We're all psychic. Could have happened. You never know what angels whisper.
Yes, I love angels. Don't you love angels?
I love angels, and Gandalf loves angels. If you can hear him, he's coughing up a hairball ever since we said angels. So he's getting it out.
He can't stop.
Getting it out. Yes, the angels
getting
are
all that out.
Getting all the enthusiasm and all the yucky stuff out of his lungs.
So you know what? We should talk about angels today, shouldn't we?
I think that's a great idea, and I'm holding an angel stone. It's I want to say it's pronounced amphibly, but I'm not sure. But I think it's a great idea because it just happened. I have a feeling you have an angel around you, an angel stone or something.
I have a few, but right now I am holding this one right here.
I said ocean jasper. I have one of those too, and they look angelic. They
do. I mean, I don't think that there's any connection, but I think there is with this one. Just
let's make them that way. It's like the ocean angels.
I say so.
Yeah, there's got to be angels in the ocean. There's angels everywhere.
Exactly. So why wouldn't there be angels in the ocean? That's right.
And they've got to be in the jasper, because the jasper needs a lot of support.
It does.
It's so grounding.
It has to be grounded. Grounded all the time.
So, listeners and watchers, this is a video podcast, and an audio podcast as usual, because that's what a podcast really is, an audio.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 and a cowbell. We can't play the cowbell, though, listeners, because it doesn't record correctly unless I do it on my audio program. And you never know when the cowbell may appear in a random kind of...
More cowbell.
We always need more cowbell. I'll put some at the end of this episode, too, maybe.
Okay. All right. We
really loved this last podcast we did about the angels. Was it with Adesha? Is that who we did the podcast with the angels? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we both started, listeners and watchers, we both started working with the angels in our own way. And Misty had this idea for us to talk about what we've been doing since that podcast while working with angels more actively. Because she told me she was, and I was like, oh, really? I have been too since that podcast. And you always have. And you said it kind of got you.
I was really angeled up.
Yeah. So tell me what you've been doing. Tell the listeners and watchers what you've been doing, what's been happening with you and everything.
So I've been taking a lot of the suggestions about, she said in the previous podcast, to ask, and, you have to ask for them to come. So I kept that in mind. And she said, ask them in the morning to be there with you and, help you with your day and surround you, and then thank them in the nighttime. And so I thought, okay, well, I can remember to do this. I got this. So I started doing that. And that motivated me to do even more and ask the angels to come into my dreams and give me messages, because I like to dream. And so that's my kind of way of communicating with the angels. I haven't got anything yet, but you know what? I'm being very patient because I've just started this. So that's okay. It hasn't come yet, but it will. When the time is right, it will.
Well, do you have a general feeling that's different since you've started doing it?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
That's what I feel.
I feel so...
I feel safe.
Loved. Yeah.
Yeah.
And safe. Protected. Yeah. I feel unconditionally loved.
I know.
Not by any person have that feeling.
When I ask the angels, listeners and watchers, I've been doing the same thing in the morning, asking. I include my guides, any spirit guides or guides I'm working with, and the angels and God, but whoever God might be. I do believe there's a God, but I just don't know what it might be. But I do believe I felt the angels. I love them. And so I will ask them in the morning and thank them at night, like you have been. And sometimes throughout the day, I'll ask them for help, like with pain or something like that. A very personal example from today.
Good, Lisa.
I'm going there, Misty. I'm going
there. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
So, I have a lot of health issues, and one of them is being very stopped up all the time. Not right now, because I asked the angels if they would help me with that. And I asked them yesterday and today, and everything just came out.
It all came out.
I feel great. Everything came out. And, it didn't happen immediately, but, it has happened. A very strange thing. I don't know if I've talked, speaking of buttholes and angels, I was doing, I might have talked about this on Sheila's podcast, Angel Sheila, when she did her first podcast about angels with us, the one we buy all the rocks from.
Yes. Oh, that's where I've got mine.
Yes. He always has angels. Yes. And when I was in her group, I was doing Ask Morgana readings. And what that was in that group was we had a thread where I posted with her picture, Morgana's picture. If you don't know, listeners and watchers and haven't heard of Morgana, she is a spirit guide cat who is in my life. And now she helps you. She helps me help you. Everybody. Yep. And she helps me.
She does a good job too.
She's wonderful. So at that time, I just totally blanked. I just started thinking about Morgana.
Well, no, you were talking about Sheila and what you did.
So I was doing the Ask Morgana thing, and her picture is up there. So the people in the group would ask a question, and then I'd ask Morgana for something, an answer from the question. It was practice for the first time to really do that really fast with her, and I didn't have as good of a communication, but doing that really helped build it. But the first time I did it, I got really bad diarrhea. It just hit me like a nightmare. And I told Sheila this in our group chat on Messenger. Hey, I don't think I can keep doing this for another hour because, and she's like, you want healing? I've never done that, but I can try it. And this is hilarious though. But I said yes. And she said sending. And I felt my butthole close. I felt it go.
The angel said,
the angels closed my butthole and no more came out until it was supposed to.
That's an angel shit right there.
Angel shit right there.
That's angel shit.
And they don't mind us calling it angel shit, do they? I don't think.
They don't.
They did. I think they stopped helping probably. But I wouldn't think angels would really have that big of a judgment problem. No. I wouldn't think.
Humans that have that judgment thing going on.
It really is, yeah. Good point. Good point. So,
you know what I started doing too, though?
What else?
Were you done?
No.
Well, go finish.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to start talking and see what happened.
Okay, so that's what I did. So I started doing that, and then I bought a journal, a special journal, and it's going to be my angel journal. And so I started writing down like any of the previous podcasts that we've done. If it had anything to do with angels, I would write down, exactly what I learned from that podcast and about the angels or whatever. And then I started to do readings, and I would get my angel cards because I bought a new deck of angel cards. And I got the deck out and I started asking the angels to guide me in the readings. And so I would write that down in the angel book too, just to see, how I progressed during this progress. And I really think that all listeners can do that. And it's easy. It's nothing too expensive. If you've got your cards or
time is money. It's time. That's just time.
Yeah. It didn't even take a whole lot of time. But, and I don't have a whole lot of time either.
No.
So that's an excuse. But I did it and I felt so good after I did it too.
Have you read back what you've written so far?
Not yet, because I've just started. I've only got 2 readings in, so I've just started it.
It kind of sounds, and if you were to compile that with the podcast information you're learning and stuff, you will have basically like an angel book of shadows.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Like I bought this just for the angel work.
That's
like
really
even
cool.
The other day when we were talking and I asked you to find out the name of one of my angels and you told me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I wrote all that down in there because I didn't want to forget it because I would forget because I know how I get. But I wrote everything down. And listeners, when I asked her to tell me the angel names and she gave me
the guardian angel name.
Guardian angel names. She gave me 3 names and they were all names that she could not have come up with. Trust me.
I'm not good with names. I never get names in readings, listeners. But when she asked this, they just came. I don't know if they're the right ones, but they felt right.
And she was like, Lisa was like, well, I can't do this. Let me ask somebody else to do it for you. I was like, no. After refused, I was like, no, you're going to do it for me. Well, I don't think I can. Yes, you can, Lisa. You can do it. It took her a big 3 minutes. And then it was like, boom, boom, boom. So she said, my main angel was Elise. And I love that name. Like, as soon as she said the name, I was like, it felt like home. I was like, why didn't I think of that? It was in my head the whole time, but I couldn't, And then the other one was Narasha. And then the other one was Nom.
It was Noom. I remember being Noom something.
Noom. Beijing.
I think it was Noombeek. Noombeek.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Noombeek. I'm getting that. Like I remember saying it to you, not moon.
Yes, I've got the
noon,
QU and the
and then noon beak, like a bird beak. I remember saying that to you, but it's spelled with a Q. I do remember that. I didn't remember the other two, but I remember that noon beak. Yeah, because that was it's a weird name, weird word.
Yeah. So, and that's what I was saying. I was like, there's no way that she came up with that. Like in 3 minutes, like bam, 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 all together. I was like, you did it, girl. And she was like, yeah, I did. I was like, I knew you could do it.
Well, I don't know for sure. Yeah, I do want to get. I never know for sure. That's one of the problems.
None of us do.
None of us do. Yeah, one of the problems with that, of the insecurity of being a reader, is unless someone comes back and tells you it happened, you really don't ever know. You know, but you don't know. No.
I know,
Unless
you don't
it's
know,
like
no.
there and you saw it, and you have
Right.
words, and you have the incident happening or something. You know,
Right.
the affirmation from the person you gave the prediction to, or the
And a lot of times
advice to, or yeah. But listeners, I have met my guardian angel, and that's what Misty and I were talking about that day after the podcast. I had been, I think I was logged in to Everclear, and I was waiting for calls, and my guardian angel just introduced herself to me. And as far as I felt, and one thing I did say to Misty that feels different to me between the guardian angels and the archangels say, is that the guardian angels seem more likely to have a sex, like a female or masculine kind of energy to them. Mm-hmm. And the archangels are very much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like no sex. It seems like people will assign sex to the archangels, like female, male, to make it easier. But but the guardian angels, I feel that feminine, like the first one, the name of yours with the one you said that one was female. I felt pink and yellow and female with that one a lot.
Yeah. That pink brought it out. And I didn't tell you this. And this is so cool, but this is not the first time. She told me what color they were too, listeners. And so this is not the first time that I have heard me having these colors around me, like around my aura. When we went to this one metaphysical shop, I got this reading done with the computer. And like they take your picture.
The aura photography?
Yeah, the aura.
Yeah, I did a podcast about that up at Dreammaker. I did it too. Yeah.
And you did it too. Well, I went back and I looked at it, and guess what? All 3 of those colors were around my aura.
That's so cool. Yeah. That's so weird. Yeah, I love that. That's synchronicity.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that, but I thought that was really
I can't remember what colors. I just remember, I seem to remember
pink,
the first one being yellow and white. Pink, yellow, and green?
Mm-hmm. And white too, but
white, yes, definitely. I saw some white, yeah.
And there was some blue around me, but it looked like it had been like yellow and green kind of mixed together to make that color.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was really cool.
It is really cool, and I think the green represents the heart chakra and healing abilities, usually in the aura. And with angels, and wisdom is yellow, and enthusiasm and solar plexus energy, willpower. But the willpower being to not like conquer but to like help. The willpower of angels, yellow, wisdom to help. And the clarity that yellow can give, the sunshine, the color can bring light and show you clarity. So yellow to me has a lot of that. And you do, Missy. You make me clear on a lot of things. You always know where I was when I get lost when I'm talking. That's amazing. Yeah. Because I go on trains.
I can find you.
You can find me. You can find where that train went.
Yeah.
So come on back. Down the tracks. And if you feel comfortable with it, we could talk about another angel that may have just.
Oh yeah.
There's a new angel that walks this earth.
There is a new angel, and her name is Zuri Isabella, and she is my latest grandchild. My first granddaughter.
Zuri, the baby. She doesn't have a name. She is the baby.
She is
the baby. Everybody calls her.
She was born premature. She's still in the hospital. So I've been asking for all kind of prayers for her. But she only weighed 4 pounds and 3 ounces. And she had a cyst around her intestines. And so she's had to have surgery to correct that and take the cyst out. She might have to have another surgery in her little tummy. But anyway, it's been hard, but we've been praying, and I've been asking the angels to look over her. And I went to hold her for the first time the other day, and I was holding her, and I said to her, you're going to do great things. And I said, I've got, all my guardian angels and your guardian angels watching over you now. And listeners, I swear, as soon as I said that, she had the biggest smile on her face. Like, yeah, I know. And it melted my heart. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be best friends. She's
been saying that to me, listeners. She's been saying, I don't know what it is about this one.
Such a connection. Yeah, it was like we have some kind of angel connection or something. And even Lisa said it. Lisa was like, I
saw in the cards that she'd be like really into this stuff, and you'd be the I heard in my head like a voice. I think it would be her. It's a female voice, like a woman's voice, saying, "My grandmother used to be a witch. I mean, she was the one who did this and this and all this magic, and she did this and this, and that's how I got started." I hear her saying that,
Yeah,
that's what got me going. I don't know who she's talking to or what, but I just hear her saying that, something like that, That's where I got my interest from.
You're spot on too, because again, validation. This is more validation. So me and Lisa have this app that we use called The Pattern.
I love The Pattern.
Yes, and you guys should download it, listeners, because it's pretty fun and it's awesome and it's pretty dang accurate.
Yeah.
But what you do is you put in your name and your birth date and your time of birth, and
in place of birth,
and it kind of connects you. Or helps you make connections with other people and lets you know how
it's an interactive app. You can compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
And these details, like they call it's astrology and numerology, basically.
Yeah.
And they break it down into astrology in the headings, just in symbols, if you look at that. But they're doing it all based on astrology, I think.
Yes, they
Maybe
are.
A touch of numerology, but they have all the astrology or planets, but they don't get into the generational planets yet.
No.
Like Uranus and Neptune.
Cool. But anyway, so I did mine and I did Zuri's, and guess what? We were like the most
karmic link.
Like it was just like, bam!
Oh, that's so exciting.
We were so compatible. Like it was a 4 out of 5. Like or really to me, it was a 5 out of 5. She's probably the most compatible person I've ever had on that app. And you and I both know that app has really called people out before. We won't say any names, but
and speaking of that app, I have a boyfriend who has not given me his birth time yet.
Oh,
he needs to get that health county. He needs to get to that health department and get his birth certificate.
Yes, so
I can do his astrology.
Compatible.
His astrology doesn't make sense with the times that he thinks he was born. Some of it does, but some of it doesn't. Like with who he is that I know of, and like the astrology I read, some of it's accurate on that app, but most of it isn't because I don't have his birth time.
Yeah, you've got to have.
But it's very strange. I have had people add me as a friend, and then I would run the bond. It was the both times.
Right,
it was
you
men.
can run the bond. Yeah,
that's what you call it on the pattern. You run the bond. Both times it was men, and we were like soul bond connections. I don't know how they did that, or how they found me and did that, or that was a way of hitting on me, and they just disappeared because I was in a relationship. On that, maybe it shows that I'm in a relationship because I put my boyfriend's information in there and made him my current partner. So it gives me a lot of updates about my relationship more than just me and my friends.
Yeah.
It's something about you today that wasn't right, though. It did have something about you today that I did not relate to. And I'll tell you later. It was saying stuff like, my energy might make you feel not good enough or something, like the pattern between us. And I was like, no, not like that at all the stuff is like must have been talking about 16-year-olds or something. It didn't feel like us at all. So that one I thought was off. Most of the time though, most of the time, especially like it'll even tell people they suck,
and it will that right out. Right
out. It'll tell you you're not a good person, you need to work on some stuff.
You need to work on and it'll be accurate too. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that bad.
So Misty, on going back to angels, when I think about them, I think of them as eternal. And some people say God makes the angels or made the angels to serve humans. And there's all kinds of theories. What do you feel like instinctively with your intuition or your juju? Just what do you feel like angels might be? Do you think they're eternal? What do they feel like to you? What is their energy?
They are eternal. I think that God put them here to help us and to help, guide us through this lifetime that we're going through and to help us. And I think that all we got to do is ask for their help and bam.
Right. All you do is ask.
Real simple, listeners. Real simple.
And listeners, if you quiet yourself and you don't get the help you're asking for, if you quiet yourself, the angel will explain why. The angels will explain why that you're not supposed to get that help for some reason.
Yes.
It's usually for your better good in the future.
It is.
From what I've learned. Because there have been times Sheila sent healing for my hip, and I had the message, no, you have to feel it. But we'll relieve the pressure for a minute, but you have to feel it for a reason. And I don't know, but I did end up booking. I do have an appointment with Leah from my Reiki class for a massage next week. And when I first wrote her, the pain went away for an hour, like altogether. It's always there in my hip. And I was like, is that the sign? And I still haven't gotten, I was supposed to go this week, but I couldn't because my hip, I went to the chiropractor and my hip was a little sore afterwards. But I'm going to go this week. So,
you know what just came to me, and this might be an angel thing. You know why you had to feel that pain? Because you have to describe that pain in order to get healed to somebody.
Yeah, maybe. And they have to find a technique. Maybe that could be it. It could be a million things. Exactly all I know is it's a better good issue. It's going to help me or someone in the long run.
That's why I just had that little voice come in my head and tell me that.
Yeah, I feel that, Misty. That resonates with me. That makes sense. Because something I really would like to do or see happen in the world is a change in healthcare to where it's more important to the governments, and everybody.
Yes. Everybody needs
important. Yeah. And sure. Angels, we'll ask the angels. Angels, will you help our healthcare system all over the world? Thank you, angels. I just asked
God
them.
bless our health system, as we say in Alabama.
The whole world, yeah. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. Only in Alabama, guys. Only in Alabama.
So I guess wrap this up. You want to give the listeners some homework? And while you think of the homework, I'll thank our sponsor. Okay. And like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app where you get advice from psychics and empaths so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve.
You deserve it. Homework. Do as I said. Simple things. It'll take you 5 minutes. Talk to your angels in the morning. Talk to your angels at night. And then take another 10 minutes. Get you a journal. Call it your angel journal. Call it whatever you want to. And start journaling things that are happening. If you don't think that you're getting any messages, ask for the angels to come in your dreams and see what happens. It's not going to happen immediately. It might not. It might. I don't know. Like I said,
and I know some people ask, and one girl on the podcast asked for 3 rabbits. Remember that?
Yes.
And she saw 2, and then when she got to this one person's yard, there was like a giant, huge rock rabbit in the yard. The third one, So they will do stuff like that for sure.
Ask for signs. That they are around, and they will definitely give them to you. But you have to believe in it too. You can't just, I don't believe in this.
Well, then you wouldn't ask, for real.
Right.
You'd be really sincerely asking, and they wouldn't hear you, I guess. I don't know.
Right. But do what works for you, whether it be a simple message, like asking for messages, ask for dreams.
Or signs.
And then start writing it down, because if you're like me, you're not going to remember every little detail.
Yes.
Especially your dreams. And a podcast about dreams the other day too, and making journals and writing that down. So do the same thing, with your angel work. And, listeners are only here to help. They love you. They want good for you. And that's what they're here for. So use that.
And also
love, and you'll feel it.
And some people who don't like to write, I highly recommend getting one of those recording your voice apps and wake up and record your voice in your dream or whatever. Instead, if you don't like to write, sometimes I'll do tarot readings and video them because I have a lot of storage on one of my phones, and I'll video the reading and then I'll watch it, a week or 2 later, and I'll see how I was. Now, see like, oh, okay. And it's like, because I'm not good at giving readings to myself. So that's a good way to practice seeing what's going to happen for me. Like I said, I usually am somewhat off with my own, but there's something there that I didn't like. I had picked up on it, but I didn't follow it down that trail. Usually I went to some other hopeful trail that I want to happen, because I'm reading for myself.
That reminds me, we didn't tell the listeners about the reading that we did for each other. We both did a reading when we found out that we were both doing angel work and didn't know it. Neither one of us did. That's right.
That's how we found out.
We both asked our angels to help us do a reading for the other one.
Yes.
And we both had the same answers. We both had this breakthrough in our readings that was unbelievable. And it was probably the best reading I've ever had. And
it was the best reading you've given me. They always, everyone you give me seems like it's the best. So I don't know. It was crazy. I felt in touch with what we were talking about.
Exactly. So if you're doing a reading, ask for the angels to come in and help you. And gosh, you will feel it when they come. You will just feel it.
You'll feel the confidence,
you open your heart
you
for
can
it,
ask
it
for
will
specific
come.
things too, like give me
Yes.
confidence, please. Help me with my interpretations, or help me. You can be as specific as you want with the angels, or as broad. They'll get it.
Yes, they do, and
I like to be specific.
Yeah, you do, you little poop girl. You sure do.
Who's that butthole?
But we are going to use it to our advantage.
Yes, in any
no matter
way.
what it takes. But we all get constipated every now and then, so I don't want
sometimes it just happens. Yeah,
it does. But I think that the main message today, the main angel message today is to use your angels, and that's what
work with them. That they want to. You're right, Misty. Realize that they want to work with you. They want to help you.
And they will, and you will start to feel, I can tell a big difference in Lisa, guys, just in the way that she brings herself lately, and in the way she talks, and she's happier.
I'm feeling better. I had kind of an epiphany in general, about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I just feel all around better.
Working with your angels. I mean, I can tell.
Probably why. Yeah.
And
I'm also working with the deity as well. And that's helping give a lot. I'm also working with a deity right now too. And that's giving me a lot of confidence.
That's right.
I've seen 2 more hawks since then. Very important moments. In interesting moments. I've seen 2 more hawks. 3. I'm sorry, I've seen 3 now.
I thought it was 3, yeah.
Yeah, I saw one yesterday when I was at the office with a client. When he came up and I said, look, there's a huge hawk. And then I saw one the day after the ritual for this deity to ask him to help me.
Right. Listeners, she did a ritual about this.
And Melanie, I did tell them I did tell them a little bit about
you did.
I listened to that podcast. But if you didn't listen to that podcast, our friend Melanie from the Past Lives and Witchcraft podcasts, she wrote this freaking amazing ritual for me, and I did it, and he's been giving me this deity is really giving me confidence to move forward on the things I love and get clear about what I really love and what's in my way, what I'm blocking myself with.
Yes. And that's what we all need to know.
And he's gentle. He's got a gentle energy. It's just perseverance, and he loves signs, and I love signs. So I get to see the hawks,
I love signs too. It gets me pretty. Mine's a butterfly, obviously. And I've been seeing a lot of butterflies lately. That's
really cool. Are they yellow? Because every time I see a yellow one,
they're yellow. How did you know? Yeah, they're yellow.
They're always yellow. I think of you,
don't you? Yeah, they're always yellow. And then
when now I've been seeing black ones since my Aunt Lil died. Black butterflies, not moths. Those big black ones. They don't have blue. They don't have spots. There's big and black, and maybe a little bit of something on the edges, like white, but they're almost pitch black. And I think that's I've never seen a black butterfly. Every once in a while, you see one of those bluish black ones. They're about big, but these are just about this size, flying by my car.
Oh, my window. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know who that is. And
I know it's Aunt Lil. It makes sense that she's a black butterfly too. She loves like the dark stuff sometimes. The dark. Yes. You loved Anne Rice. Speaking of New Orleans,
I know.
My listeners, Misty's going to New Orleans.
And I'm going, and I am so excited to see some tombstones, and especially I want to go visit Anne Rice's. I just cannot wait.
Yeah, fun.
So excited.
Yeah, and then before we end this podcast, I would like to talk a little bit about our school. And the school, the psychic school should open. I was going to open it this month. I put it off until the beginning of October because I have been having the health problems. And I just haven't gotten the written content done. All the other teachers that I have invited aboard are pretty much ready. I just need a video from you, Misty, and a couple other, 1 or 2 other people I need to get with. But other than that, I just got a lot of writing to do.
Me too.
And once I get that, I will let you know. Right now, the tentative release date, I think, is October 2nd, I think. Or it's the 1st or the 2nd. It's a Sunday, I think. And then I'm hoping to put the first classes 2 weeks out from the launch. So people have plenty of time to find them.
Sounds like
you got homework too.
And I got homework.
You got homework. And you look beautiful. You should do it today. Well, you always look beautiful. So
doesn't see me when I wake up.
I have. You look beautiful. We don't need to talk about that today. I didn't mean to talk about that. Sorry, I thought it was just between us. And I know you wanted to keep it just between us.
I know.
We spend the night every year in Nashville together, and we have been invited back this year.
We have.
Yes, November 30th. If you want to go back with me,
girl.
So you have to think about it. Anyway, listeners and watchers, we do just love you. And we went on today, but thank you so much for always being there and watching and listening.
We love you.
We do love you. And Misty, I love you. Thank you.
And I love you. And the angels love you too.
Angels love us. Yeah.
Yes. Angel love.
Feel that love, everybody. And everybody have a really good, peaceful out.
Yes. Definitely peaceful.
Peaceful.
Bye.
Bye.